Hi TikTok. I just put on a little bit of makeup. I'm gonna finish my makeup. I just came from Instagram because I have like more of a following on Instagram, but I am here at home in my bathroom chilling, just getting ready to start the day here. And oh, excuse that towel. Hold on, let's take this towel down off the shower. Yikes. Anyways, no, I'm just at home chilling. Oh, hold on one second. I am at home chilling, doing my makeup, getting ready to start my day. And yeah, I just wanted to check in. My name is Kaleef Starks, and I am a journalist, a fun girl. I live here in LA. Hold on, let me fix my wig. Hold on. You know, sometimes you gotta pull that wig up because it be sliding back. Okay. Oh, I need to go buy some new bobby pins. But anyways, I'm just here kicking it. It's Saturday. I'm trying to get ready to start my day. I'm about to step outside, handle some errands and stuff like that. Probably go visit some friends, kick it. I have a podcast. I know I don't have a lot of followers here, but if you want to see more of my topics, I'm gonna need y'all to click that link in the bio. See, the TikTokers, y'all don't like know me that well. And I'm still trying to figure out the formula with TikTok, which is like kind of hard. So honestly, I might have to do double the work and just record different segments on TikTok to get you all to watch, because TikTok is its own, I don't know, TikTok feels difficult. And it's not that difficult in theory to just get on camera and talk, but it feels that way. Like, I feel like I have to like catch you all like in real time. I think that's like the only way I'm gonna get people to watch. But anyways, I was like, let me just let them into my life, you know, do stuff more. Cause I'm kind of boring, you know. I really be chilling. But anyways, I have a podcast out right now. Sorry the background, it might be a little junky in my background. I need to clean up my desk. I'm doing my makeup at home, I'm chilling, but on my podcast, I talk about like news topics, pop culture, celebrity stuff. I really, really do like entertainment news, sort of like the celebrity gossip adjacent stuff, but I'm a little more ethical with my stuff. And I do commentary. So I'm not like trashing anyone on my podcast, but I do keep it real and I keep it honest and I have a good time and I have fun and I'm pretty calm and I'm chill. So it would mean a lot if y'all go watch it, and maybe I'll do extra reporting here on TikTok just to review the topics that I talked about on my podcast and forward you all to the podcast on YouTube. Anyways, I want to pop in this morning and just kick it with you all. I'm doing some makeup right now. I just heated up my coffee. It's not the morning, it's the afternoon. I've been up all morning, so it still feels like morning to me, but it's like 3 o'clock here in LA. It's 3:05. So yeah, what up TikTok? How y'all doing? What's new? It's Saturday. Should I do like a story time or something? I don't know what to say. I'm like doing my makeup and trying to get cute. I'm gonna do some lashes. Oh my God, I had this idea to do like a story time. Ooh, okay. I know what I could talk about. But I want to kind of do this on YouTube. Maybe I'll retell the story on YouTube. But, ooh, let's talk about the time I was on Threads. This happened last summer, I believe. I was on Threads. I was on my Threads account, and my Threads account is the same as, you know, my TikTok and all that, my Instagram and all that, right? I have a little love handle here, sorry. I be going to the gym trying to work on that, and it just won't go away. See, that's why I want to get some life. But anyways, there was once upon a time I was on my Threads account, and I got dragged. I got dragged because I am a trans woman, and like any trans woman, I'm sure you all know how difficult it is for us to find love. There are some of us who get lucky and we find a good love and all that. We have a love life and we're chilling and we're happy. Some of us are not always that lucky. It's a struggle to date and all that. Well, you hear it all the time. It's nothing new. I'm not saying anything new, right? It's difficult. It's not that it's impossible to find love as a trans person. It's just difficult, you know? Because we live in a world that is pretty biased. You know, we live in a world that doesn't care for us. I mean, even now, you know, with what's happening in our country and stuff like that, we just live in a world where it's always been that way, you know, and we did have a little bit of a trans renaissance over the last like 10 to 15 years, but that's kind of going away. Anyways, let me put some more, I put some makeup on Instagram Live. Let me put more on here because the neck is just, it's not covered up enough. Anyways, once upon a time, I was on Threads and I got dragged. I got dragged because I was like venting on my Threads account and I was talking about how there's been like an uprising in T for T. Now, if you don't know what T for T is when two trans people get together, right? So trans for trans. That's what T for T stands for. And basically, I was just saying something around the lines of, oh, you know, I really wish, like, no, it wasn't I really wish. I was saying, you know, should I basically date another trans person, specifically a trans man? Because dating cis men is like really, really difficult. Like, they just don't get us as a whole. And I'm tired of like feeling like as a trans woman, like I'm like constantly in this space of wanting the valid, because I'm attracted to men. Like, that's who I like, right? I just got to a space where I was like just venting, and I don't think I was saying anything disrespectful, but I could see, right? This is what I said. I basically was like, hey, I'm tired of cis men, y'all wearing me out. So maybe I should date a trans man. You know, because at least we would have something in common, you know, like trans men, or I don't want to say like one gender is better than the other, because that's what I got called out on. But basically I was just saying, you know, maybe we would have something more in common. Like, there'd be a commonality there. It won't be any hangups about my gender, not as much as, you know, dating a cis man, right? I was saying something, paraphrasing, saying something around those lines. I got dragged. And I actually got dragged by trans men. You know, some of them were getting on threads and they were basically saying how I'm problematic because it seems like I'm fetishizing trans men. And it's okay to be called out. You know, I don't run away from being called out. You know, none of us are perfect, right? But, you know, although I said that wasn't my intention, it was interesting to me how I was being treated like a cis girl. Like, I felt like they were coming at me like I was a cis person in a way, because I know some cis people get called out for that. But I felt like at that time, I was like, you know, well, I could say it because I'm trans too. Like, why can't I just say, hey, maybe I should date a trans person? Like, there's nothing wrong with me saying that. I think what they were trying to say is like, oh, it does come across as like you're fetishizing. So, you know, I could take accountability for that. But it sparked like this whole argument, you guys. And it was a mess because no matter how much I like apologized, it just didn't matter. Like, people were still upset with me. And I was like, oh my God, like, I am not... Like, I'm really not trying to be, like, crazy problematic. I'm not saying this to get hits. Like, I'm saying it because genuinely, like, I'm like, you know, maybe it would be good to date another trans person. And I like men. So, trans men, you know, I'm not into anyone else. So, you know, I was just like, you know, child, maybe I should look over there because I'm in my early 30s. I want a partner. Like, I want to have a real relationship. I'm tired of, like, dealing with like men who say that they're not DL and they study all the lingo of the trans community and then they turn out to be DL. You know, you're still not meeting their family. You're still not a part of their life. They don't tell people about you. They just don't treat you like a normal person, right? That's what I was trying to express on the threads. And it went left and I got dragged, and it was crazy because my friend had to step in and she called out one of the trans men on my page because he started saying how I triggered him because he experienced SA before. And my friend, she was like, yo, but like, she's not responsible for your triggers because she didn't say anything, you know, about that. She just said that like she was frankly curious of like, hey, maybe I should date another trans person. You know, like maybe that's something in my life that I want to explore. And I have a right to explore that, you know what I mean? So that was the time where I said something problematic online and I did apologize for it. And I don't know, it was a mess, but I just wanted to share that cute little story time. And I'm probably gonna also share this on my YouTube channel. And by the way, I still have not dated a trans man before, but you know, I'm just at a point in my life where I'm like, you never know who you'll fall in love with, right? And you know, I'm not looking at trans men as an experiment or anything like that. That's genuinely not my energy or my thing. I just think that as trans people, sometimes when we transition, we get so fixated on cisgender people blending in with cis people. I mean, it happens. That's a part of it, right? And dealing with cis people is hard. Trying to date them and trying to always having to educate and not really always being given grace as a trans person and all that. You know, it takes a really special type of cisgender person to date us and understand us. That's all I was trying to say. Anyways, I wanted to stop in and share that fun little story time with you all. With the time where I was on threads and I said something out of line and I got dragged. Check out my podcast, The Stark Effect. The link is in the bio. It's on my YouTube channel. Kaleef Starks, The Stark Effect. Thank you for watching this.